cameras should be on. That is a district policy. You don't have to show me your whole head, but I do need to see the top of your head to make sure that you are sitting there so that I have proof that you are being fully intentional with your learning. Repeat after me. We will work together as friends and family in Mrs. Met's class to gain more knowledge, to work, and to learn so we can all be successful. We will listen to each other, help each other, and encourage each other. We will make things happen and show the world we will not accept anything short of the best. Thanks, guys. So there's a saying in my house that gets repeated a lot, and you may have heard me saying it here as well. It's, if you have to do something, do it well. Like, it doesn't go away because you don't do well at it. It lingers. So that's kind of the whole point of the mission statement. You guys have to be at school. You have to do the assignments. You might as well do them well. You might as well pay attention and do them well so that you can succeed. All you're doing by halfway doing anything is just prolonging it. It doesn't go away. So do it well, and do it with a smile on your face so that you can be proud of the work that you do. That goes along with following instructions and having integrity as well. Our class goal is 100% of Mrs. Met students will show growth on unit assessments throughout the 2020-2021 school year. They will accomplish this goal by being purposeful and intentional with their time and learning. Our agenda today is we are going to record today's weather, so you should already have your weather tracking app open, or your weather tracking document open. You should also have your WeatherBug open. Then we will open up our weather day 3 and then work on our problem of the day. And if you notice in there is a new link that we are going to try. I don't know how well or how bad it's going to work, but we're going to try it. It's kind of something new, and we'll see what happens. I'm all about trying new things. Previous day's learning objectives. I'm going to stop there, and I am going to go to our weather tracking. So give me just a minute to open it up. So right now we are tracking the weather. You need to go into your Canvas page. You need to open up week 21. You need to open up your tracking the weather file. I am opening mine right now. Maybe. Can't find it. Just kidding. There it is. Thumbs up. You have your weather tracking open and you have your WeatherBug open, yes? Thumbs up. Weather tracking and WeatherBug. Weather tracking and WeatherBug. You need to have your weather tracking and WeatherBug open. Thumbs up. You got it open? Thumbs up. Not everybody's got thumbs up. I need to know that you're with me. Be with me. I need you to be with me. Okay. Let me get mine open. Just kidding. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So I have mine open. It's coming at you. Remember, you open up the WeatherBug file as well. And so I'm going to be going back and forth. Actually, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to grab me a sheet of paper. And I'm going to write it all down in one place. And then I'm going to go enter it all in. So today's date is January 28th. I need the high and low. I need wind speed, air pressure. I need humidity. So I just have a little tablet, just a little scratch sheet of paper here that I'm using. Just a little scratch sheet of paper. And amount of rain. And then we will look and see if my prediction is correct and if your prediction is correct. I turned the chat back on, so if you have a question right now while I am recording, maybe somebody can help you in the chat. Because I don't want to pause. I want to get this. I want to see if we can get through this. And I don't want to say anybody's name in the video. Also want to remind you that if you have not changed your location to Euless, Texas, change it to Euless. All right. So again, I know that I have a list. If you see, keep it on a scratch sheet of paper, because yesterday it was really kind of hard to toggle back and forth between my weather tracking file and my WeatherBug website. And so I wrote down the list of information that I need. I'm going to go to my WeatherBug. So here's my WeatherBug. This is what my WeatherBug is. It is Euless, Texas. So my high today is going to be 49. My low is 37. My wind speed, I'm just going to use the average wind speed. I'm going to use the average. My average wind speed is northeast at 5 miles per hour. I'm going to go ahead and record the direction, because the direction that the wind is coming from will tell us whether or not the air is warmer or colder that's coming in. Air pressure is 30.61. We're going to learn about air pressure today. Humidity is 90%. And the amount of rain that we've had is 0. So now that I've written, again, I'm keeping it all on a sheet of paper. I've written it all down. It's just easier to write it down. And then I'm going to go back to my file, and I'm going to enter it all in by entering in, what are those things called? Text boxes. I'm entering in text boxes. So today is Thursday. That's fine. If it's not exactly the same, that's fine. You might want to check and make sure that your city is Euless, Texas instead of Bedford, Texas. But if it is a different city, that tells you that the speed can be different in 2 different locations, right? The speed of the wind can be different in 2 different locations. It all depends on what's around you. All right, today is the 28th. Let's shrink my box. Yoink. Drives me crazy. There we go. All right. My weather today is (49 and 37) is the high and low. The The wind speed is east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. My air pressure is 30.61. Pretty steady. I wonder what that means. Humidity is 90%. I have no rainfall. Now, yesterday I said it would be cooler tomorrow and sunny. So I'm noticing that the last 2 days, my temperatures have been pretty closely related. And I'm noticing that my wind has not changed much. So because my wind has not changed much, I think for me, I think I'm going to predict that the temperature tomorrow is going to be about the same. Or the weather tomorrow is going to be about the same. Just don't think it's going to change much in the next couple of days. I think because the wind is not blowing, that it's kind of staying the same. I honestly don't know exactly what that means. So we are going to, that's not what I wanted. We're going to explore all of this together. And I'm really kind of excited. All right, so my weather tracker is done. Like I said, it was a whole lot faster when I made the list of information that I need. A scratch sheet of paper. Grab a paper towel or a napkin. And I wrote it down on a scratch sheet of paper. And then I was able to enter it all in really quickly and fast. And I'm done. I give you about a minute, and then we need to move on. Give you about a minute. We'll need to move on. I will pause my recording to see if anybody has any questions. Before we move on to today's lesson, what I would like to do is choose people to read the previous day's objectives so that we can review what we have already learned and talked about. So raise your hand and we will go through these. Thank you so much for doing that. So the problem of the day. John looks at old pictures of his community. He notices that a nearby canyon with a river running through it is deeper than it was 100 years ago. What process would best explain this change? Now, well, I guess let me ask you first. Okay, let me back up. First thing we need to do is we need to draw a picture of what this looks like, right? It's the first thing we need to do is draw a picture of what this looks like. I don't have, let me open up my writing utensils. They're not open. My mouse is lost. So when it says that a nearby canyon with a river running through it is deeper than it was 100 years ago. So if I were to kind of like draw a canyon, and I know it's kind of, y'all can't see that. That's no fun. That's not going to work. Oh, you know what I can do though? Hang on a minute. No, that's not going to work either. Nope. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, I did this yesterday. All right. Okay, so if I'm going to draw like a canyon, I'm going to, so you know that it's got like high hills. It's deep, right? So I'm going to change my line color to brown because I want my canyons. That's still blue. Nope, there it goes. And then I am going to put some water in there. So, it's really kind of hard to really draw a canyon getting deeper, right? Oh, I have an idea. I'm going to draw it from a side view. And it's not going to be fancy. No doubt it will not be fancy. So, whoa, that's not what I want. So here is my mountain. Here is my water. My canyon and my water. Change the color to blue. So there's my water, right? There's my water. And then I'm going to draw it again, but this time I'm going to draw it a little bit lower. So there's my canyon. And then I'm going to draw me some water, but even lower. So it's kind of showing it's getting deeper. Y'all get the concept of that, right? It's getting deeper. Okay? So think about the fact that I've drawn my canyon, right? Here is my canyon. Canyon previous. I'm going to have my canyon now. And my water is lower, right? So it's deeper. Not necessarily the water's lower, but the canyon's deeper. And that's kind of where my brain goes with it. So now that I have my picture, I can look at it and go, all right, so what are some key words that's going to help me kind of figure out what's happening here? What are some key words? Okay, you do need to make sure it is your name. You have to put your name and able to get credit for it. Oh, I don't know what that means. Gotten into the Nearpod by clicking the link. Entered in your name. You should have entered in your name and clicked join lesson. Join lesson. So we are going to be talking about air pressure today. Air pressure.